Welcome to Science 1 for week 2. So this is SMAG Learners Packet. So palatandaan lang kung module o Learners Packet. Ang module ay cover lang, but with Learners Packet, merong heading which is in printout color gray, but in downloaded soft copy, it's in blue. Okay, write your name before we begin. Introductory concept. We can do different activities because of our body parts. Each of our body part has different functions or uses. Our body can work on different tasks. This involves several body parts moving and working together. So for this learner's packet, these are the topics that include at the end of this learning packet, you should be able to describe the function or work of the main parts of the body. And the second one, demonstrate actions which involve body parts working together. For our first activity, we have our pre-test directions. Put a check on the box if the statement is true or correct, and X if not. Okay, number 1, I'll repeat each statement twice. Number 1, you can see around. You can see around through your eyes. I repeat, you can see around through your eyes. Number 2, your ears help you tell if lunch is delicious. Your ears help you tell if lunch is delicious. Number 3, sound from vehicles can be heard through your ears. Sound from vehicles can be heard through your ears. Number 4, in reading aloud, it involves our eyes and mouth. In reading aloud, it involves our eyes and mouth. Number 5, in eating, it involves our mouth and legs. In eating, it involves our mouth and legs. If you're done, let's proceed with the next page. Oh, by the way, below each page, you can see there the code. So it means regional office, science, grade 1, quarter 1, LP2, it means learner packet for week 2. So just beside or before the page number. Okay, analysis. Part A, directions. Do the following and record your observation in the chart below. So the chart, it includes the task. So there are how many tasks? 4. And then another column to be filled out. The second column, it is about part of the body used. And then for the third column, you need to answer it with yes or no. I did it, yes or no. So how are you going to choose? How are you going to tell your answer from here? Is by checking. Okay, so there are 4 tasks. First, smell a flower. Or if you've done this before, you can recall what you have done and what body part is involved. So write the body part. If you were able to do it, then put a check yes. But if not, no. So sana walang COVID na symptoms. Okay, next, listen to music over the radio. Listen to music over the radio, or it can be a speaker na lang. Kasi some music are played through phone or over a speaker. Then, what body part is used? Were you able to do it? Check under yes or no. Next, this requires asking permission first. So look for a 5 peso coin inside mother's purse. So what body part did you use? So were you able to do it yes or no? And then next, So another task, taste your food. So caution, make sure that it's not too hot, that will burn your tongue or your mouth. So taste your food. Indicate the body part used, and then if you were able to do it, then put a yes, but if not, check under no. So if you're done, there is another activity for part B, and to be continued in the next part. Okay, directions: do the following activities. Play with basketball. So even for girls, you can play basketball. And then number 2, shine the floor with coconut husk, or lampaso or bunot in Filipino. And then number 3, observe which body parts you used in doing each task. So for part B, this time you will be doing these 2 activities. So playing a basketball and then shining the floor or scrubbing the floor pa din. Okay, to help you with part B, so I looked for videos for GIF. So this is playing basketball. So take note of the body parts involved in playing basketball. Next one, another video of playing basketball. So mga short clips, use mga GIF. And this is another, the 2 videos is showing playing basketball, and then the other one, so this is shining the floor using coconut husk. Yan, ang lampaso. So take note what body parts are being used or involved in this activity. Okay. If you're done observing, or if you are done doing them, let's proceed with the questions. Abstraction for part A. What did you use? This pertains to the chart that you've answered above. So what have you found out? Number 1, what did you use to smell the flower? Write your answer here. Were you able to tell the smell of the flower? So also write, answer it with yes or no. Next, number 2, what body part did you use to listen to the music? Was the music pleasant? So it depends on what kind of music you listen to, or what kind of music you prefer. So if it was pleasant, then answer it with yes, but if not, no. Okay, number 3, what body part did you use to find a 5 peso coin inside mother's purse? And then number 4, how were you able to taste the food? What did you do? And then B questions are from the activities like playing basketball and shining the floor. So what body parts? So this pertains to 2 or more body parts. So were used when you, number 1, play the basketball. So you can mention 2 or 3 body parts. And then number 2, shine the floor with coconut husk. So also mention 2 or 3 body parts. You separate it using comma. So ibig sabihin, madami kang sagot. But it only requires short answers na lang. Okay, if you're done, let's go to the discussion. Remember this: function or work of the main parts of the body. So the head has parts to make a C. So sa head pa lang, there are body parts with different functions or uses. Okay, so the head has parts that makes a see, hear, smell, and taste. So what do you think is the body part that helps us see? Okay, so it's our eyes. Okay, how about body part which helps us hear? Okay, our ears. How about to smell? Okay, nose. And then to taste, it's our mouth, particularly our tongue. Okay, so sa face pa lang, madami ng body parts that we can identify with each of the parts found on our head. Okay, so the hair protects the head and keeps it warm. So, ang hair, kahit ginugupitan yan, so still it has function. So, the skull protects the brain found inside the head. That's why our skull is hard, so that what's inside our head is being protected. So, your trunk, if you remember our trunk, so starting from our shoulder down to our hips, so your trunk is made up of the chest and abdomen. So your trunk is supported by many bones. So kagaya ng nasa likod, spinal, yung main part so that you can stand properly. So the bones in the trunk protect your internal organs. So this pertains to our ribs. That's as I mentioned it on the first science module. Okay, now the limbs. If you remember the limbs, we have our upper and lower limbs. Okay, so that's why I reminded you in our first module that you have to remember still the body parts because we are going to use it for this module. So the limbs are the most movable parts of your body. So you extend your arms and forearms to reach out. So para may abutin. So you also use them to push a cart. So syempre, so to push a cart. That's why we need power, we need muscles for our arms and to move forward or pull the knob to close a door. So many activities that involves our arms, our hands. So the fingers of your hands, we have 10 fingers, can pick up, may pwedeng makapulot, can grasp, kagaya ng pencil or ball pen, and hold objects like for drinking water. So you need your hand to hold objects. So the lower limbs, so it pertains to our legs, feet, are used for walking, running, and jumping. Okay, so on the next page, there are different activities. So bend, to bend, lift, carry, kneel, hold, sit. So it involves different body parts. So I think the most parang ano yan, kumbaga overused are our arms and our limbs. So yan. And also our yung skin for touching. Okay, so body parts that work together. So from the first part, we identified specific function of every body part. So this time, it involves now different body parts working together for doing some tasks, some activities. So your eyes, arms, hands, legs, and feet usually work together. So palagi daw magkakasama. When we do activities, so palagi magka-partner, kumbaga in collaboration ang eyes, arms, hands, legs, and feet. So when doing some tasks, when you play tag in the playground, yung habol-habulan, or when you write on your notebook, you use different parts of your body at the same time. So how can you run without using your eyes? Kung if you keep your eyes closed while running, what would happen? So they need to work together. And also when you write on your notebook, can you just use your hand without looking on your paper? No. So you need more than one body part for these activities to be done. Okay, most of the time, you use your eyes together with other parts of your body. So, overuse na din ang mata. So, kasi dapat makita mo yung ginagawa. So, without your eyes, it will be difficult to move around and to do tasks like playing with a jump rope or riding a bicycle. So, nakakatakot naman if you don't use your eyes when you ride the bicycle. So, a person cannot walk around without his or her thighs, legs, and feet. So, hindi pwedeng maglalakad ka lang using your feet. So, it needs also yung legs and other parts of your lower limbs. So, he or she cannot eat, brush his or her teeth, and wash and comb his or her hair without his or her arms, forearms, and hands. So, how are you going to brush your teeth? So, dapat you need your upper limbs. So, hindi pwedeng walang elbow or else hindi siya makakabend. Hindi makakaabot yung toothbrush to your mouth. And also, when washing your hands, so may mga ano siya, parang in collaboration again, all the parts of your upper limbs. Okay, the human body does not stop working every day. So, because the different parts of your body can work together at the same time, you are able to do many things. Buti na lang madaming body parts and madaming mga functions wherein we can do the task easily. So if there are any question, you can just comment when I upload this video. Okay. Application. So for the first part, tell the function or work of the following body parts. So we have here 5 body parts, namely the nose, eyes, hands, legs, trunk. So you can begin it by writing what is our nose for. So it is for blank. So you just continue this. So you just use phrases. So for eyes, for blank, hands, for blank, legs, and your trunk. Okay, pause to finish part A, and then you resume when you are ready for part B. Okay, for this part, you need to look at the pictures first before you can answer them. So part B. Okay. Ayusin ko lang muna ang screen. Okay, study the pictures. What are the people doing? In the box, so there are boxes below, draw the parts of the body they need to use to do these tasks. Okay, so how many body parts? You need to indicate 2 or 3. So 2 or 3 body parts working together. So what are these pictures telling us? First picture, the activity for this is dancing. This one, it's reading and writing. And then for the third one is cooking. So you need to draw the body parts working together. So how many? You may choose from 2 or 3 body parts. Okay, pause again to finish page 5, and then you just resume when you're done, when you're ready for page 6. Okay. For our last part, reflection. Congratulations for finishing this module. I know you have learned a lot. So what did you learn? Then you have your body parts. You were able to do these different activities, especially when these body parts work together. So doodle something about your learning. So anything that you learned on this learner's packet for week 2, you draw whatever you learn. Okay, is there any more? None. This is the last part of science. So goodbye and enjoy answering this learner's packet.